I'm really glad you joined me today for what is going to be a lower body, upper body workout. So what I'm practicing today is the fact that I'm going to have to be doing on my lower half, and then I'm going to shift it to my upper half with very, very little break. I'm just going to give you an 8-minute circuit to do on each, so don't underestimate how much work that is going to be. So when you think about your weights, you have to drop down or pick it up, then that's up to you. But what I'm going to be using today is quite a heavy weight, and then I'm going to go into about half of that weight for my arms, and we're also going to be getting on the floor as well, so do have a mat. Do have a bottle of water, and again the principle is that we're going to shift our workload from our lower half to our upper half to our lower half all the way through until we are done. Okay, so if you've got all those, grab them and come with me, and we're going to start that warm up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just going side to side, coming up, opening out that ankle. I can really feel my core pulled in. Lovely, good, up and reach. Get me that reach, but with the core pulled in. Lovely, going to point those toes to the front, open out. Good, feel that shoulder squeeze together. Opening out that chest, warming up those shoulders. I'm going to walk it forward on this, dropping down. Just getting those thighs to work for me. Yeah, got another 4. I'm going to go into a step leg curl here. Step leg curl. Getting those arms up, nice and strong. Feeling that work through the pecs, then pushing those elbows back. I'm still going to do a step touch, but this time up, and I do a turn. Just feel that through the waist. Good. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do a little squat here. Just back on my heels each time. Really get those glutes to work to the top for you. Lovely, good. Coming to the front here, dropping down on one side, then the other. Trying to come up into the middle each time so you really get that length on the legs. Good, coming in, step touch, out and back. Grabbing that air, pulling it back with you. Now I'm going to do that little lift and pull down, using your lats into the waist. I'll go back to that pull out and back. Good, this time I'm going to use my pecs. Just coming together with your elbows, still keeping that step touch. I'm going to come up on my toes here, reach it up, lift it up and out. Open out those ankles. Feel it in the calves, coming in the other way. Good, go another 4, 3. I'm going to do a bend forward here. So again, that tabletop, coming back. Push your hips back over your heels and coming up. Lovely, good. Knee up, just go to the side. This time, I'm just reaching down, getting a little squeeze, getting on my lats, getting that little turn, straight up to the front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Just a little kick out. Then I'm going to do a little reach for that kick as well. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to do a little swing on that leg. So if you want to hold on to something, do. Opening out that hip flexor. Squeezing that glute. And getting that lift. All the time, my weight's on my other leg. My core pulled in. Here we go, on the other side. Just back and forwards. Lovely, good. So I'm just trying to get that leg back and forwards each time. Good, 3, 2, 1, and well done. Just a little quick out and in. Then those feet come underneath you. Just scissor those arms, core pulled in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it a little shake off. Good work. Okay, I'm going to pick up my heavier weight for my curtsy lunges. It's going to be a two-part curtsy lunge where I come across, curtsy, curtsy, come up, curtsy, curtsy, come up. So again, it's all the way over, more like a back one, and then stepping up. And then I'm going to use a smaller weight, because again, I'm not going to underestimate how much this I have to do. It's a lift. Okay, good work. Again, you can judge that. I've also got another one by the side, so you can decide which one you're going to do. Okay, we're on to the timer. Are we ready? We grab that weight, that heavier weight that you want to use. It's just going to travel with you. Do me that curtsy lunge. Curtsy lunge. Back lunge, up. Good, so again, shoulders over the hips all the time. Good, that front leg having to work for me all the way through that minute. Before I get down, and I'm going to do that tricep lift. Keeping that heavy weight at the front. Good work. You have got 20 seconds left. You've done a fair chunk of it now. Good, all the time, pushing up on that front leg. Good work. Really feeling it now. In that front leg, 3, 2, 1. I'm straight onto the floor. So you've got a half weight. I'm actually going to go slightly heavier on this. And remember, your palms have to be facing towards the ceiling. And we get a full minute of work before we go back to my curtsy lunge again. Remember, we'll get 4 goes at this, so really keep it strong. Rib cage down and in, core pulled in. But again, locking those elbows. Keep on that concentration. Have you locked those elbows each time? We've got 15 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, and good work. Straight up again, onto my curtsy lunge, other leg. Here we go. Crossing over, down, pushing up. Really working that front leg. Before we go back to those arms. Again, the principle of this, that blood, oxygenated blood, has to get from those leg muscles to your arms. So putting it under pressure each time. Good training method, getting in that strength work. Last few seconds, we're in single figures now. 3, 2, 1, good work. Down to here, pick me that weight. I'm just doing this kneeling, so I've just got a good stance there. You can do it standing if you want to. And again, I certainly feel now this is my second lot. Remember that that weight has to be facing down towards you. Don't let this happen where you've turned the wrists. All the lift has to be done by the triceps. Make each one a good one. Give yourself time. Try not to lose track of your abs working for you. Last few seconds now, really feeling it. All up, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Back to my original leg on my tricep. I'm on my lunge, lunging back. Can't get over my triceps. They begin to ache now. That's it, good. Curtsy, all the way back and up. working that full minute each time. All that work. We are now over halfway though through this little mini circuit. Lower body, upper body. Good. Arms still working for me with that weight. Keeping it close. 3, 2, 1. Are we ready? Third set of triceps. Third out of 4 though. So here we go. All the way up. Good. So just go at the rate you feel that you can fill that minute. If you have to stop, stop, and then start again when you're ready to go. You've gone over halfway now. We have got 20 seconds left, so you're doing really well. And now they're going to begin to really ache now, those triceps. If you have to drop down a weight, do. Otherwise, keep that strength there. Core pulled in, rib cage down and in. I'm not leaning back. Last few seconds now. 3, 2, 1. And good work, well done. Other leg. Lovely, you're in your last 2 minutes of this circuit. So really make each one a good one here. I'm using my glutes here, my hamstrings are feeling it on that standing leg at the beginning, at the front there. Good work. Drop, drop. Make each one a good one. If you can, taking that heavier weight with you. Core pulled in all the time. Here we go. Last little bit of work. 3, 2, 1. Are we ready for our last triceps? Here we go. We're straight onto it. Remember that power. Having to shift from our legs to our upper body. In this case, the triceps. Good work. All the way up. Coming down now to single figures. Keep that strength right to the end now. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And very well done. Good. This is our first circuit. Done. Our first 8 minutes of work. Take a little water break here before I move on. I'm going heavy on my first one again. I'll show you the 2 exercises. It's going to be here, squat, lunge, squat, lunge. So remember our pelvis is moving each time out and then back in, so we can do that good lunge. I'm going to carry a weight with me. And then I'm coming down and I'm going to do a wide arm lift. So let's say fly, up and out, and then a reaching up. Okay, so I'm going to do a 1, then the other, then both up to the top. Tip forward again, 1, then the other, then both up to the top. Okay, are we ready? We start on the legs. We are ready on 3, 2, 1. 1 squat. Back into my lunge. I'm holding on to that weight. I'm not letting it take me forward though. Notice that your shoulders should be nice and flat here. Don't roll over because that weight's taking you down, especially not on your lower back as well. Keep that strength through the back. Good work, dropping it down. Three, two, one. We're down onto the floor. I'm bringing those lighter weights with me, but remember it's a longer extension. So here we go. I'm leaning forward. Get me that lift. Get me that lift. Then they both come up to the top. Good. So my back is still working hard for me. And I just push my hips forward. Good. So protecting your lower back here with that zip and hollow on, and then that lift up without lifting the shoulders up around the ears. Get used to really using the arms up to the top there. Legs also feeling this as I lean backwards and lean forwards. Good work. Get me that lift. Get me that lift. And again, feel that that core is in control of those lifts as well. That unevenness is making my core work. Here we are. Go last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Straight up. I'm bringing that weight with me. And squat and lunge on the other leg. One squat. One lunge back. Lovely. Dropping it down. Seconds left now on this. Really use those legs, getting you up and down each time. Core pulled in. Protect my back here when I push my hips back. I want to take my lower back on this. Three, 2, 1. Good work. I'm down again. Here, singles. Then all the way up, push up through your glutes as well. Have those thighs tight. Give me that lift. Good, 30 seconds gone, 30 seconds to go. This is going to take us halfway through this circuit. Good work. So that work coming from long repetitions, no recovery, shifting that energy between your arms and your legs. Okay, 3, 2, 1, we're up. I'm back to my first leg and I do my squat. Good, 30 seconds to go now. We've started the second half of this circuit before we move on to our next one. Really make each one a good one. I know a minute is quite a long time to keep that concentration going, but really give it a go. Breathe. Think about that zip and hollow being on, where your legs are each time, into that lunge, into that squat. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Straight down into the arms. Okay, slight lean forward, using my back as well. Then up, pushing through those hips. Good work. My hips are back. And squeeze up. Really use those glutes on that last little bit as well. core, helping my rib cage stay down and in. My lats, pulling down my shoulders so I don't lift my shoulders to get that up. I'm lifting my arms, but they are powered by my shoulders. Last 10. Are we ready for the last leg? Last arms. It's coming really quickly now. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last legs, last arms. Got 30 seconds to go. 1 minute 30 of work. Good work, pushing back. Are we for our last arms? In 3, 2, 1. Lovely, here we go. Our last minute of this 8-minute circuit. Dropping it, getting that lift, bringing them both up, squeezing the glutes. Really feel that your lower back has a lot of support from the front, which means your zip and hollow is on. Good, get me that lift. Good, so that lighter weight at the beginning might feel that it's too light, but we want to do each one well. And we've got that repetition to really work those arms. Keeping that core pulled in, that upper body nice and secure. Lovely, good. Give me that lift. Lift. All the way up. Last 10 seconds now before we start to move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And good work. Well done. Lovely. I'm going to stay here for my next one, which is going to be a standing up. So I'm going to be standing up and then pushing through each time. Basic requirement, get yourself off the floor. But then on my next one, I'm going to do single pull back, double pull back, and I'm really working those shoulder blades into that last little bit. Okay, are we ready? We're going to do just a simple, I say simple stand up. Remember, we don't push our bottoms back. We work through that front leg the whole time. My core pulled in to take my lower back. Okay, are we ready? That timer is on and we are on. Here we go. So up and back down. Good, so keep your bottom in the whole time. Don't lean forward to get up. Work that front leg. Good, drop. And then push up, really feel it through the heel, through the whole of the foot if you can. I've still got my shoulder blades pulled back down and in, so my shoulders end up over my hips. 20 seconds left. Up. Three, 2, 1. And good work. This is where I stand up. I pick my weights up. I've gone for a set of 3s on this. Pull back, double pull back. Now feel the weight on your heels, almost like you take your toes off the floor. Now really pull your abs in, because you've got that long extension coming up and out of the hips, with that slight lean forward. So you want to look after your lower back. And then I'm working my upper back to get that squeeze in. Good, really feel it, you've pulled it back. Palms are forward, which really allow you to get your elbows right back. It's like pulling open a drawer. Here we go, squeeze. We've got those added extra weights. We're pulling against gravity. But every time that arm comes down, remember, I don't just let it drop. I let it go extended, but don't let my shoulders go with it. 3, 2, 1. Good work. I'm onto that other leg, so one the other leg back, and I'm pushing through that front leg and up. Your toe can be anywhere you feel more comfortable with. If you want to open out that ankle at the back there, you can open it out and come up. But otherwise, if you want just that little toe curl under, you can. That front leg working for me all the time. And push up for me. Good. Gone over halfway now. Up. Good work. Drop and lift. 3, 2, 1. Those lighter weights, but still keeping it reasonably heavy. One pull back, the other pull back. They both squeeze down, but then it's that controlled drop as well. Five seconds to go. This is taking me up halfway through this circuit, and we've only got one more to do. Make each one a good one. Don't lose track of what you're doing in that minute of work. Last few seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. I am back to my first leg. Here I am on the floor. Pushing up. Push. Work pushing up each time. We've started now our second half of this, so you're well through the session. That's it. Coming into that last one out of my 4 that I've got to do. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Those 2 weights, and here we go. Lovely, good. Really feeling it on the upper half. Feel the squeeze, but also feel that there's tension going through your lower back here as well. So really keep that core pulled in the whole time. Pulling it back, pulling it back. That double, but also being able to get that lower each time. Good, 10 seconds left now. Then we've only got 2 more minutes of work on this 3rd out of 4. Good, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Down onto the floor. I'm already on, and get me that lift. Remember that bottom stays in close each time. Get used to really getting off the floor in a good position. Then you avoid using pieces of furniture and that huffing and puffing, leaning forward to get up. Make sure you've got strong glutes. Get you up off the floor. Here we go, last 20 seconds of our lower body work in this circuit before we do our last one. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Are we ready for our last one? Here we go. Single, single, double. Good, put it all the way back. Palms facing forward, just gives you that room to get that elbow right back. Give me that squeeze, feel that shoulder blades. But feel that you're long in the neck. Don't let those shoulders creep up. Really keep that good position, long in the spine. And squeeze. 25 seconds left. Third out of your 4 circuits. So you're doing good. Good job. Pulling it back. Give me that squeeze. 10 seconds now. Keep it strong. Last little bit. My weight is back on my heels. My core is definitely pulled in. 3, 2, 1. And good work. Well done. And we are on to our last circuit. So, our last circuit is going to be a water break here. It's going to be a plie. So it's working my glutes, but also working my thighs, my glutes and my inner thigh to keep those knees out 10 to 2. I can just have a weight across my chest, and it's 1, 2, 3, and then all the way up and really lock the knees. So you're using the fronts of the thighs as well. Okay, so the weighted, and it is a 10 to 2 with your feet. Lovely, good. And then we're going to come down onto the floor. Okay, so I'm up here. I'm going to do a little push through, up and hold, and then push through again, and up and hold. So a lot about the core, but here about the shoulders as well. Get myself all the way up. Okay, so we just need the one weight for this, and here we go. We're on straight on with that plie. 3, 2, 1. It's just across my chest here. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. And remember, on a plie, your bottom is tucked in. So here, 1, 2, 3. Push all the way up. 1, 2, 3. Really feel that that work comes from the inner part of your heel. That your knees stay in line with your feet. 10 to 2 is where we're going. Good, so down, 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 and push up. Keeping that core pulled in all the time. That's it, good. So we know we've got that, looked after that lower back. Now I can really squeeze on my inside thighs on the way back up. Single figures now. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, down to the floor. Hands where it's comfortable for you. Push my hips through and then up and hold. Just give me that 1 or 2 seconds up at that hold there. Then we go again. And up and squeeze. Really feel that core pulled in. I'm using those longish abs to get my hips back and then back up. Good work, well done. Okay, on my plie, and up, with that bottom tucked in all the time. Lovely, good. On this next one, I'm just going to give you a little variation. If you feel that after that your wrists are a little bit sore, you can carry on if they're fine. I will carry on with the full one, but I'm going to show you just a little one if you feel that you don't want to do that whole one. I'm going to do a little tricep drop instead, still using those arms. Three, two, 1, and good work, well done. I'm coming down onto the floor, so if you don't want to do that lift through your wrists, you can do that little drop down for me and push up. Remember, I'm really pushing the shoulders down. If you feel that your wrists have had enough carrying your own body weight. Otherwise, you're here with me, you're on. Okay, pushing back, come up. Lovely, good. Pushing back, coming down to that halfway marker. My shoulders having to work hard for me, both in the push back and the push up. It's not fast. I want to hold that at the end. My glutes are squeezing. "15 seconds left. Those arms are working hard for me. They're keeping my body weight as I push back. And then the up. 3, 2, 1. Go work. We are halfway through this last session, so you're doing good. Okay, here we go. Get me that up. Really feel that inner thigh getting you up. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good work. My third out of 4 on those lifts. Okay. Bottom going back, up and squeeze. So really squeeze your glutes up to the top there. And again, you do not have to do this fast. Better slower, because then my weight is over my shoulders when my hips are back and when my hips are forward. We've got over halfway now. Remember, this is the third out of 4. Push through. Lovely, last few seconds now. And single figures. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Are we ready for our last 2 minutes of work? Okay, here we go. Bottom tucked in. And then that squeeze up. Bottom in the whole time. Here we go. My knees, when I get down here, I cannot see my toes. My knees haven't dropped in. And push up. That slow down. And then that up. Really using that inside thigh. You can imagine it from the inner part of your heel all the way up the inner part of your leg, and you get that really straight and you really lock the knees. Using the fronts of my thighs, down on that plie, and on the way up and that lock. Last few seconds, we are now down into single figures. And push up. 3, 2, 1. And good work. Are we ready? This is it. Our last minute of work. You have done really well. Okay. Through and up. Really training that upper and lower half to work independently, but the training effect means that they do have to work together. Good, here we go. Our last little bit of work now. Don't lose that concentration. Really squeeze those glutes up to get that high bridge here. You're coming down. You're now in single figures. You've done all the hard work. 3, 2, 1, and good work. You are coming off that timer. And we are just going to stay here, and I'm going to do just a little stretch out first of all, holding onto one leg, coming forward on it, and then just pull down. Now remember, try not to drop your head as well. I'm just coming off that. That's it, good. Just concentrate on that, stretching out, hamstring. So again, I'm just pulling myself down, using my arms on this one. Lovely, good. And now the leg's still out. Then I'm going to come over it with that other leg, up and across and turn. So you've really got that glute stretch all the time. Be aware of the other leg coming over. Just getting that twist through the waist, open out the chest, lengthening the spine. Really feel you've got all of that going on. You've got that glute stretch. Lovely, good. When I come down, and again I can just bring that in, then go past it, and then pull. If you wanted it down, or anywhere that you feel is more comfortable for you, but I'm really pulling down on that front leg, so I'm just trying to hold on to my shin. There, if you're really quite flexible, some on your foot there, and then just pull yourself down on that. And again, try and keep my head up, don't lose that stretch by just dropping your head. Get that hamstring stretch. Just keep everything in line. Good work. Then when I come up, that's the other leg that crosses over here. I hold on to it, I push it across my midline so I can really feel that glute stretch. Coming up out of your hips, stay nice and tall and get me the turn. Open out the chest as well. Several stretches at once. Lovely, good. So I'm coming back to the front. I'm just going to roll onto one hip, hold on by the laces, and get that front of thigh stretch by tipping forward. My zip and hollow there, tipping forward, getting that front of thigh stretch, keeping that foot close to the bottom if you can, holding on by the laces, not by the toes, to really get that front of thigh stretch. And then I just turn it onto the other side. There. Other leg wherever is comfortable for you, holding on by my laces, pulling that foot right next to my bottom and then doing the zip and the tip. So I can see that my hip bone is just gone, just a few centimetres from where it was as I tip it forward. Lovely, good. We're going to come up into that downward dog, but I'm getting that upper back stretch as well. It worked hard for us today. Upper back stretch. Lovely, good. Walking it back. Again, really feel you're getting that stretch out all the time. Back to here, you're just holding onto your feet. You can bend your knees now to come up, or straight legs if you're fairly confident about keeping that zip and hollow on. Back up to my tabletop there, then back up to the top. Give those shoulders just a little roll around, and then I'm going to stretch out the back of that shoulder. Remember, straight arm sandwiched in with my other arm, so nice and straight all the way through. There it goes. And then on the other side, shoulder stays down, elbow stays locked. Lovely. And we'll do a little swoosh through here, little swoosh through, then come all the way up and reach. And then again, little swoosh through, come all the way up and reach. Pull it over to one side. Pull it over to the other, bring it back to the middle, stretch it out. So I've just concaved myself slightly by pulling my abs in, tipping my hip forwards, tipping my shoulders forward. Then I come into that position there, take a deep breath in, and then out and down. Give that little shake through. Okay, very, very, very well done. If you've done all those with me, and if you try to keep with those heavier weights, 8 minutes is quite a long chunk of work to do, but also to keep the concentration as well on the core. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed teaching it to you, and I will see you again next time. Okay, bye-bye for now.